All right, so here we have the Dead Sea is sinking. So due to tectonic plate movement, the Dead Sea is sinking about 1 meter each year. So if it's currently at negative 418 meters now, what will the Dead Sea elevation be in 5 years? So we need to write an expression that models this and kind of make it so we have a proper expression. So we're going to start out with negative 418. Negative 418. And we're going to leave off units for now. We're just going to remember at the end we have to put our units. And then it says it sinks 1 meter every year. So if we're thinking about this, if this is 0 and we're down here at negative 418, now if it sinks 1 meter, that means it's going to go down 1 meter. And so after 1 year, we'll be at negative 419, right? And then another year, we'll go down another meter and be negative 420. So how can we write that as an expression? Well, we can say, well, it's negative 418 minus, or actually plus, a negative 1. And how many times are we going to keep going down? We're going to do it 5 times. So we're going to multiply that negative 1 5 times and then add it to the 418 because that's all we're going to really do. We're going to go down one more and then one more. So we've gone down 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. And so then we're at negative 421, negative 422, negative 423. So that's where we should get with our expression. So this is our expression. We're going to say models the situation. So this is how much we sink each year. This is the number of years. If we multiply those together, that's going to give us a number that we can add to this. Well, let's first do this product. So negative 418 and then plus, well, here we have a negative 1 times 5. 5 times 1 is 5, and then we just have to put that negative on it. Now we have two numbers with the same prefix of negative, so we can take 418 plus 5. So 8 and 5 is 13, carry 1, that's 2, that's 4. So we get 423, and then we prefix it with that negative, and then we also suffix it here basically with our meters. So it's going to be at negative 423 meters in 5 years, which is what we saw over here. We started at 0 meters, wherever that was, and then that was where the plate was, and then it keeps going down and down and down each year. All right, so here we got a couple of profit loss tables or graphs. And so they're for the first 6 months of the fiscal year for two small businesses. And they're shown as bar charts. And so what they want us to do is sum the profits and losses from each month. And then was there a net profit or a net loss over the 6-month period and how much? Oops. And so what we need to do is we have to think about what this says. Well, here, let's write the numbers above. So we have 10. It's positive. It's $10,000, but we're just going to use a 10. Here, that's a 6. We have an 8. Oh, here we have a negative 2. Here's a negative 4. And here is a 6 again. Now, by using our efficiency, what could we do? Well, we could take and add all the positives together first, and then we could add all the negatives together, and then we could add the two together. So what we could do is we could say, well, we're going to take 10 plus 6 plus 8 plus 6 plus, and now we can put in parentheses. Now we're going to add a negative 2 plus a negative 4. Okay, so we kind of put those and did our efficiency with those two here, and we're doing the efficiency of those with this. And if we wanted to, we could have put these in parentheses as well. Okay, and so now we have to think about what do we have here? Well, here we have different things. We can say, well, 10 plus 8 is 18. 6 plus 6 is 12. And so then 18 and 12 is going to give us 30. So basically what I've done is inside of this set of parentheses, I've said, well, that's easy to do, and that's easy to do. And then I see that those together are pretty easy, so I get 30. Here we just have two negatives to add together. So since they're the same sign, we can just take 4 plus 2 and we get 6. And then we have to prefix it with that negative. And so what we now have is 30 plus the opposite of 6. And so we're really taking 30 minus 6. And so we carry, so that 2, that's 10. 6 from 10 is 4. That's a 2. And so the sign is positive, so that's going to be 24. And it's going to be $1,000 basically. And that's going to be a profit. So that would be our answer. It's a $24,000 profit because we had a positive. Now this next one, it looks like we have more negatives probably than positives, so it's probably going to be a loss, but I could be wrong. I'm just looking, there's more going down than going up, and here we had more going up than down. So here we have a -4, here we have a -4, here we have a -2, -2. Now we have a +4 and a +6. So I'm going to do the same thing I did here. I'm going to group. So I'm going to take that 6 plus 4 and put it out front because I like positives first. And then I'm going to add to that. Then I'll have a -4 plus a -4 plus a -2 plus a -2. Well, 6 plus 4 is 10, so that part's easy. Now, remember, these are all the same sign, so I can just add across. And so I can take 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 2 more is 12, and I prefix it with a sign, so that's a -12. And again, if you need to, you can take 4 plus 4 is 8, and then we have plus 2 is 10, plus 2 more is 12. Okay, so that's how I did that. And now I look and say, okay, the magnitude of this one is larger, so I'm going to take 12 minus 10, and I get 2, and so I'm going to have a -$2,000. It's going to be a loss. So basically it's -$2,000, and so we have a loss. This was positive 24,000, so we had a profit. So we should, I don't know, maybe put a colon here to kind of show what it is. And so that would be the answer there. So again, it's not much difference, but it does have that loss, and so we would have this. All right. So that's all I have for this section.